At the Chicago Aquarium, the porpoises and dolphins were all having problems and dying of heart failure and this, that, and the other. There's a certain kind of fish that has thiaminase in it. Thiaminase is an enzyme that destroys vitamin B1, thiamine. And thiamine deficiency causes congestive heart failure. Sardines and things like that, and these small fish, which were easy for zoos to get and keep in the freezer, and the porpoises and dolphins loved them and everybody was happy. We began to switch to different types of fish that did not have those thiaminase enzymes. We gave them the 90 essential nutrients, which all vertebrates need, including porpoises and dolphins, and we gave them extra of the thiamine just in case some thiaminase got in there, and we ended all the congestive heart failure deaths in the porpoises in captivity. Why is this happening? Well, it turns out for years and years and years and years that aquariums had trouble keeping dolphins alive for long periods of time, particularly the ones that used those fish that had the thiaminase enzyme in the tissues. And nobody made that connection. Well, you have to appreciate, by the time that I got there, I'd already done 20,000 autopsies and 17,000 and change of over 454 species of animals, including dolphins and porpoises and whales. And so when you have populations showing the same problem, it's going to be very easy to solve the problem. Now, to a geneticist, they say, well, it's a genetic thing. It's in all the dolphins. Well, no, there's other options here. What are they being fed? What do they drink for water? What is the water in the tank being cleaned with, and so forth? Are it just filters or chemicals or what? And so you have to look at the environment. You have to look at their food. And basically, the problem was they were just being fed fish. Because again, they would ask a veterinarian, they would ask a doctor, and they'd say, oh, just feed them well and they'll get everything they need. And trying to keep expenses down, instead of giving them the 90 essential nutrients, they would just give them the whole fish. Well, we're giving them the whole fish. That's what they eat out in the wild. Well, where those fish come from that have the thiaminase enzyme in the tissue, there's no dolphins and whales there, okay? And the people who eat those fish, they're eating all kinds of other things, so eating 3 of those little fish twice a week is not a problem. But if they only ate those fish 3 times a day as their only meal, they'd have a problem with congestive heart failure just like the dolphins. Because all vertebrates require the same nutrients, and all vertebrates get the same diseases from the same deficiencies.
Make sure to check out our food YouTube channel called Notus Foods. This is 100% Dr. Wallach approved, and the chef that is preparing the food here and teaching you how to follow Dr. Wallach's food guidelines and Dr. Glidden's food guidelines. He's an industry professional, over 22 years experience and a college diploma to back it up. And we do have experienced cooks and bakers as well, working on content for the YouTube channel Notus Foods and the Instagram channel Notus Foods. It's 100% gluten-free, oil-free, all the stuff about burning fats and all of the rules that you would need to know or follow. We're here to teach it to you here, as well as give you tons of ideas for recipes, individual dishes, and meals. Of course, in the near future, we do have a cookbook coming out. Stay tuned for it. And definitely check out my newest book, Fake Diseases. It covers all of the major topics that come up, like birth defects, blood sugar problems, bone and joint problems, cancer, autoimmune problems, and more. And it's on Amazon for just $9.99. And the audiobook read-along version is free here on YouTube, and the link for that is in the description of this video.